Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Hope you all are doing well. Today, I wanted to take a quick look at the RD-8. For those of you who are watching this live, had a little bit of audio difficulties. So I'm going to go through this one more time with y'all. Very excited. Just got this in yesterday. I think they're shipping worldwide now. I know that Behringer must have had some sort of issues with getting this released because it definitely saw some delays. So, hopefully they were just perfecting everything from what I am getting from it. They definitely did their homework, put in some really nice features in this, and I'm just enjoying it. So I wanted to give those of you out there who are curious about, the way it sounds and, just thinking about maybe adding this to the setup, I want to let you hear it and also, just talk about some of the features and kind of how this thing is laid out. So first things first, how does it sound? Well, it's analog, so very different than, say, the TR-08, but it's the sounds you would expect from an 808. But let's just go through and take a listen. For instance, the bass drum here. What's up, Byron? So we got a nice long release. And we can also tune the bass drum, which is pretty cool, analog tuning. And that is low. Turn that down a little bit. Sorry if we are peaking. That kick is heavy. Pretty cool, right? And then we've also got a tone control for that. Add a nice front end to it. Let's go over to the snare drum here. Got a snappy control. And a tone control. See, low tom and low conga. And tuning for both of those. Mid conga, mid tom. Nice offset control for the clap. So if you just want more of the back side of the clap, the ambience, laying that over top of snares, it's a cool control to have. The classic cowbell cymbal. So pretty much the sound you would expect, but again, it's got a cool character to it, being analog. There is an analog filter and a wave designer section. I'm not going to go over that today. I haven't had that much time to mess with it. And also, it does not affect the sound since we're going out of the headphone output for you guys, just to preview these. But may do something with those in the future. Let's jump into making a pattern. I want to just show you guys kind of the general workflow. So if we're in step sequencer mode right now, if we just hit play, we'll just see things cycling along our 16 steps in the grid. I've got nothing right now. Let me go to bass drum. And with just play on, some of you will maybe make this mistake. I know I did. When you first start doing notes with just play, it'll cycle through them, but it'll just remove those notes. And then it's basically like a trial mode, I guess, if you want to just see what's happening. But if you want to lock those in, just hit record, and then we can start programming. Okay, let's check out the note repeat. This is one of the cooler parts of the workflow with the RD-8. You can trigger the note repeat. So if we do something like this, let's see. So you can do it manually like that, but we can also use it in the sequencer, which I like, very convenient. So if I go to the settings menu and then we hit the repeat mode and just select whatever drum you want up here. I've got the closed hat. Let's just say we want to do the 4 repeat, and then we can just select where we want to put that. And let's say we want to do the 8. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see. How about an open hi-hat? And the low tom. Let me go to trigger that. The price of this is, I think it's $350 USD, which is crazy for an analog drum machine. Honestly, I don't know really how Behringer's doing it. You know, I have the DeepMind 12, which is a 12 voice analog synth that is just, it's one of the best synths I've used. And that thing, I mean, for what it costs, again, it's just Behringer's doing a really big favor for users out there with what they're charging for these things. So yeah, this is the same price as the TR-08, which again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about kind of the differences with those, but pretty crazy price point, Byron, for sure. But let's go show you real quick how to copy a pattern. So if we go to pattern mode, we can string these patterns together. So if we just did this pattern, let me just switch it a little bit in a second. Let's go over to pattern mode. So that's pattern 1. Let's say we're going to copy that to 2 and just switch it up a little bit. Just go up here to copy, and we're going to copy pattern 1. And then we're going to select the destination, which is 2. And then we'll hit copy again, and it should be there. Yeah, got some things to figure out, but you know, kind of like the 08, this thing comes with a quick start guide, and there's not a ton in here that's not really obvious. So I'm sure Behringer has some great videos out. I might try to put up some demos, kind of like I did with the 08, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how it works once I have more than 24 hours with it. But again, just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick listen to this, and yeah, just see if it's something that you're interested in. I have been waiting for this for a long time, just because, you know, obviously being a fan of vintage drum machines and the 808, of course, you know, this definitely has more of like a serious studio instrument feel to it, to me. The 08, you know, really has a lot going for it, just in terms of like mobile musicians. You know, if you want to throw this in the backpack, take it on with your laptop, you know, you got an audio interface in here, and not to mention the fact that you can just use the USB, and you've got those outputs directly into your DAW with audio. Haven't really explored what's going on with the USB in the RD-8. I'm assuming that it's just MIDI, because in the RD-8 we do have, I don't know if I can do this, but yeah, we have all of the individual outputs. So that gives you a lot more flexibility. So you don't really necessarily need the audio for the USB. And the whole idea with the RD-8 is, of course, it's analog. So this is just a different workflow, different sound. And I think it caters to, a different user. So let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you want to put in your studio? Do you find a need for this in the current landscape of all the samples and everything? I personally feel like it has a lot of character to it, and just being able, again, to have the tactile sort of feel to it, put some stuff in there and get some ideas going. I think it's fun. So let me know what you think about it. If you all want to see some more content, once I really figure out all the ins and outs, happy to put up some tutorials for y'all. But leave a comment below. Hope you guys find this helpful. For those of you looking into the RD-8, we'll talk to you soon.